What's going on, everybody? What's happening? And as he said, hey, Tonya Only Cigars, it's live. We're doing this. Gosh, guys, what an exciting time we're living in. Like guns and everything. Exciting times. There's a thrill in the air, a rush of blood, and no, not really. Anyways, hey, communism, anyone? I'm all in. I'm just saying. That came out the wrong way. It came out the wrong way.
I mean, there are a lot of people that believe we're headed down that road now.
No. Who would think that? Stop it, Mike. I haven't even introduced ourselves. I just, look at that. Who? Right? No. Well, listen, since you guys were asking, I did say Mike. I gave it away with Mike. I'm going to begin then on this side. We have such an amazing lineup of hosts today. As you can see, look at this right here.
Are you trying to smack me or what?
No, it's an amazing lineup of hosts, not ghosts like we did that last Saturday. Let's begin with our youngest GQ man, direct from Ireland. He landed. He is feet on the ground in America. Excited to be here as ever. This is Seamus, not so happy Tully.
What's up, man?
What's up, man? I'm doing good. It's okay. We're here for you. To my immediate left, and so happy about that. He's one of the most dynamic individuals you guys have come to know and love. This is the guy right here, formerly from CIA headquarters. Now he is basically an agent, a free agent. He's just doing his own things now out there. This is Mike Striegel, not with Washington anymore. What's up, Mike? What's up? Marie Van Hoy, what's going on? And she has deemed to call us gentlemen. Thank you. We're not that, but thank you very much.
Santiago Hernandez?
And is that Santiago? Look at Santiago, my main man. What's happening, kiddo? This is yours truly, Duncan Ramon Echevarria, the Cigar Consigliere. The time is a little different.
It's a little bright.
Give me, oh Lord, it's...
we gotta get our light guy.
Yeah.
Mike, you're fired.
Let me see. Let's see if I'm getting some good news. Let me see. Doing the show early. What's doing the show early? My love. There, that should be good to go. There you go. A little love note because oh wow, that looks a lot richer. Thank you, Mike.
You're very welcome.
Yes, not Richard. Not to be confused with Richer.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Santiago says nope and board. I'm glad we can at least maybe assist with the board part a little bit.
Hopefully, maybe. Don't know.
Apparently, it's still sending. I have got the world's greatest phone not.
Or Wi-Fi, one or two.
Or Wi-Fi. Mike can never do anything right. No, come on, Santiago. Mike is the king of doing it the right way.
Yep.
Or doing it well. One of the two. In the words of oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna puff on my cigar right now.
So this is a different size than we normally smoke on the show. Is this considered a Lancero?
No, sir. This is actually a Corona.
Okay.
Corona. So
not the virus.
No, not to be confused with our good friend Corona, the virus or COVID-19.
Which I'm convinced is the reason why Biden's winning. I'm sorry, did I say that?
Oh, Lord, did you just say that?
I did.
Gosh, Mike, this show is not political bullshit. Come on now. When have we ever been political? Always.
Exactly.
Guys, that's wrong. Wrong. Very right. Wrong, by the way, for you guys.
Wait, you're the only one who can be political. We can't.
No, I just said we're very right. We're very very right about maybe being wrong. Who knows? I don't know.
Mike, he runs the show. We're gonna get fired.
No, I don't. Listen. I live for you guys.
Fine.
You guys cut me the check with your friendship. How's that?
You can't pay taxes if you're fired and get no money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a check from I don't know how long, man. So Corona size. It's a classic little. I'm trying to remember. It's I think it's a 4.5 by 42. I
Let's see,
think.
my dick is 3 inches. So
Oh God Almighty! His wee
We're going down there that way?
His wee wee. That's what we But again, it's not that kind of conversation. And we have James Kirk, Roberto Maldonado, better known as Captain James Kirk of the USS Enterprise, which currently is parked outside Puerto Rico.
Saddle up. We're gonna need you.
Yeah, we may need to be rescued. Right about
Beat me
now,
up, Scotty.
I may just move to Puerto Rico, man. I'm down with that shit. Right about now.
It's still
You know-
territory, and you still
You know,
get taxed.
tow truck told me last night.
My friend Boonhauer.
He's like, man, if Biden gets elected, I'm just gonna move to Cuba. And I'm like, but you know, Cuba.
That's okay. That's
I mean-
okay. Right now, it may be a viable, a good plan. Who knows?
Yeah. But no, it's pretty funny.
So yeah, obviously, we've all been looking at the news. We've all Googling it and Facebooking it and
second guessing everything.
second guessing everything. So I think do you guys think it still might be too early to tell, or based upon what's out there right now on the media, it's a done deal? What do you guys think, Mike? What are your thoughts?
I think the media has already called it, but I think there are stuff going on behind the scenes that could possibly change it.
Okay. What are your thoughts there, Irish?
I'm a cosmic nihilist.
He's a cosmic.
Nihilist.
What the hell's a nihilist?
Nothing matters.
Oh well, then nothing matters.
Or
Or
nothing else matters.
I got one for you. Ready? Nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. A prize.
Who sings that song?
Sean Head O'Connor.
Let him do it.
She.
Her.
Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah.
Sean
Head.
Head. Well,
Now,
you said Sean
Where's she
Head.
from?
No, I said
Where's she
Shine
from?
No idea.
Where's she
Ireland.
from? I'm trying to see if he gets it because
He doesn't know music.
Oh, this is true. He doesn't. Yeah. So I that's the thing. That's like the only song she ever did that was like
Around.
popular.
Bill O'Connor gave it away, but yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, I like that song. And by the way, that was a really bad impersonation.
Yeah, it was.
No, you sounded just like.
But we do share the fact that we're both bald.
Hey.
Or she had a bald head when she did that.
She shaved her head.
She shaved her head. Well, yeah, there you go. So it's interesting out there. It's interesting. I've been keeping track. Electoral colleges votes are looking at Biden as the winner.
Yep. I bet you they won't want to get rid of the electoral college this time.
Mhm.
There you go. That's been a very heavily debated topic every time certain elections come to pass.
You know,
so
Carol told me yesterday, this is the first election that she's voted in. Because-
Really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not that.
There were a lot of first-time voters
Yeah,
this time.
it's not that
Record
she
numbers.
liked Trump. She actually disagreed with a lot.
I
but
haven't
she sure
voted
as
in over 12
hell
years.
didn't really. want
So, here's my story. The last times I voted were when the Bushes were in, and it was the
One or
junior number 2. Which I gotta even tell you this much: as Republican as I am, I never was a big fan of number 2. I've always liked Dad better.
Bush 2 was a war hawk. I mean,
Yeah, but Dad, there was something about Dad. I could respect
we
Senior
call him Dad now.
really, well, Bush Dad or Daddy King.
Bush Daddy.
Bush Senior.
John Stoll, what's going on? Pretty
Thanks.
soon, we won't be able to smoke gars. We're all going to be in food lines. You need to stop. You're right, but you still need to stop.
Yeah,
I'm
they
just
won't be
saying.
able to afford them.
I've
Yeah.
got a lot of things on my mind that I'd really like to say, but all of them would get me put on an FBI watch list. So come find me later. We'll talk about it.
I got many things on my mind. I'm going to go ahead and say them regardless of where it gets me on. I've worn women's underwear. There. That's one of them. I'm going to start with that one. I've worn ladies' underpants. I'm going to start with that. If you guys want to follow up with anything else.
Not thong or what?
Well,
I wasn't going to ask
it
that.
was lacy. It was lacy, but it was not a thong. I wanted to experience it. I wanted to see the comfort level. And I'll tell you what, you girls, they're pretty damn comfortable. I'm just saying, they are.
Okay.
I did it once.
All right, so he wore.
That was it.
So he wore
Well-
granny panties. Now what?
I exclusively wear men's underwear.
Are you okay with that?
I'm happy with it.
He's
Yeah, me
happy
too.
with that,
I,
boxers, briefs, anyone? Combination of both? Speedos? I'm just not that I give 3 flying fucks right now because I really don't, but
PT shorts and
PT shorts.
like the real short, like athletic shorts.
Like running shorts?
Yeah.
Oh, he wears the gay shorts. That's what I call them, the gay shorts. Yeah.
I mean, you do look, yeah.
Yeah, very.
You
Don't.
look
I'll make fun of you. I was eating that shit. I will make so much fun
That's
of him.
Marine Corps regulation.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That could explain a lot of things right
Mhm.
now. Particularly the toughness of Marines is not what it once was. Maybe
I mean, it's been like that since the 60s.
Really?
Yeah.
And they're okay with that?
Kind of got it, man.
I don't know. I have an issue with that now. Just I don't see it. Mike,
it ain't granny panties.
Boxer briefs.
boxer briefs. Mike is
For the inquiring
all in.
minds.
In
We're
case you
about our underwear.
folks at Red Buffalo wanted to know, and some of you may know. I don't know. Some of you may know, but he wears boxer briefs. The same. I'm with you on the regular. Although that one time I said I really want to see what it's like. There you go. Okay, that's it. Now we can move on to more important shit like whatever's going on in the world right now.
My hands hurt.
His hands hurt. We need to stop that. I mean, at your age, I know it's like what kids want to do, but you need to stop.
Punching things.
Oh,
Where is
Lord
that?
blessed. It's going to be interesting to see. I've been following it all day long. I'd like to still believe that there is, and I don't mean again, a chance, that oh God, I want my election choice to win. Again, everybody who knows me knows
Everybody
who
wants
I
their guy
voted.
to win.
But I just want it to happen the right sort of way. I don't want at 4 o'clock in the morning somebody to say, hey, we found 80,000 mail-in votes in Wichita or Wisconsin or wherever the hell it is.
Supposedly, what did what's his name from next door as he was leaving
Yeah.
said that Pennsylvania got caught cheating or something?
Pennsylvania's gotten caught with their pants down. I'm wondering if they're wearing.
Were they wearing ladies?
That's what I'm saying. I want to know what they're wearing when their pants were down.
Khakis.
Khakis.
Well, now hang
You
on.
know?
When you go up north, khakis can be two things.
Okay, go ahead.
They could be the pants you wear or what you use to start your car. So, you gotta
khakis, man. There you go. Yeah, you got your khakis.
Specifically in
We're not in Boston, all right?
Yeah.
Boston. I can't do the accents. I'm missing a tooth in the
Well,
front.
in Boston, it's khakis to start your car, and your pants are trousers.
What?
Trousers.
Trousers, I tell you. Boy, in this case, the lack of tooth in the front works wonderful. Trousers, look at that. It comes right out the airflow. Trousers.
That and a toboggan.
You just like it when I make fun of my fucking tooth.
Stick a Lancero right in it. You
Toboggan?
don't need to hang on.
Toboggan.
Toboggan.
Yeah.
What's a fucking toboggan? Isn't that a little sled? The
It's a
sled?
hat.
Oh, it's a hat. I thought it was the hat.
No,
The
it's a
sled.
No, it's usually the long.
No. A
Oh.
toboggan is a sled.
It's both.
Yes.
It's both.
So it's both. Okay, so
Yeah.
You're tobogganing with a toboggan.
Yeah.
On your
Up
noggin.
north-
you
up north
fucking
with-
Americans are amazing. You know the
It's
reason I
mostly-
love America?
It's mostly a Canadian thing.
Oi. Is that what they say?
Ay.
Oi. Ay. I know it's one of those. Ay.
Oy is also
Oi is
an Irish thing.
or like ay, the fonts. Ay. I don't know.
Oi is also a punk rock thing.
Is it a punk rock
Yeah.
thing?
It is. Oi to the world.
Oi.
Oh, why?
Or joy. No, joy. Joy to the
Oh,
world.
Oi.
Joy to the boys and girls. Joy to the people in the deep blue sea. Joy
May you drown.
to you and me. No, guys, I'm trying to break out of my shell and sing more and do
Please
more.
don't.
I'm trying. No.
No.
I just, John Stoll is like, and their wicked light too. Wicked tight. And I don't know, maybe they are.
So wicked is also a northern
Yes.
thing. They
It's
say
a northern.
wicked.
Yeah.
Oh, wicked, dude.
Yeah.
It's totally wicked. I thought it was like a surfer thing. Yo, dude,
That's-
wicked.
that's
No,
also
it's
like
like
a
it's
northern,
wicked
like a
cold
Canadian
outside,
thing,
you know.
Oh, it's wicked cold. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, well,
Or is it the McKinsey brothers or something that used to do a little thing like that?
it's such an American thing right now. We're having a great American thing. I'm
I'm
learning
for it.
stuff, man. I'm so happy to be American. By the way, tomorrow we'll be flying the American flag outside of my shop, just as a
Upside
testament. No, as a
You
testament
know what it means if it's
that I
upside down, don't you?
love America.
What?
In distress.
Yeah.
How do you think I wouldn't know that?
Yeah, he would know that. What if you have the Cuban flag flying
You know what this
underneath
means?
it? I don't know. You need an umbrella or something?
No.
I don't know.
It means cover me. I'm fucked.
And they're like, it's about to rain shit down on me.
Oh, that too. Yeah. Actually, this means you're out of arrows. In medieval times. Yes, that's exactly what it used to mean. You're out of arrows.
Oh, thank God we're not smoking fags. Huh? Anyone? Oh, cigarettes. Yes.
Or pile of sticks.
A pile of stick. Yes.
Well, a fag,
That they used to put
a
at the
fag
bottom
is
of
a
the burn-
cigarette. A faggot, I think, is a pile of sticks.
Yeah, a faggot. Yes, and I mean that in the pile of sticks sort of way.
That's the thing, they used to put that around people when they burn them at the stake.
Yes.
They put them
Yes.
as faggots around people to burn them at the stake. Okay.
The wood piles.
To the community at large, this is not what you think. This
You're
is
just tuning in. We're talking
yes.
about double meanings of words.
double meanings of words. Some of them
Gay
I'm
used to mean
learning.
happy.
I am uber gay.
I mean,
Happy.
In more than
we've
one way.
always known this.
Yes. Happy, you fucktards, happy. That's what I mean. You know, what do you mean you've always known? What the hell do you mean?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Geez, now I gotta walk around with a damn, feather duster up my ass and a unicorn horn and, sparklies.
No, but
No,
I mean, you told me a
you
long
do that,
time.
I'm turning right around and going back out the door.
Don't do that.
I don't know. I'm gonna hang around and see where
From
this
the
goes.
guy
That
who
could
wears
be.
a pink bunny suit, okay?
Yeah,
Pink bunny suit right there. You know that?
Yeah.
Pink bunny suit?
Yeah.
Okay.
We
He
hung
actually
out
saw
on
it.
Halloween night. Yeah.
And you were okay with it?
Yeah.
What'd you
Oh.
wear?
Nothing.
Nothing? Ooh.
No, his
I wore
normal
my
clothes.
outlaw hoodie.
Oh, normal clothes.
Mhm. By nothing,
I don't mean that in a bad way, like, oh my god, you're horrible to envision.
No.
But,
No.
no.
Halloween night, I wore my outlaw hoodie and my asshole merit badge.
You're a bit of an asshole. Oh, I can think of that. I can respect a guy who says, I'm an asshole. I think that's cool.
People tell me all the time, like, you're an asshole. I just point right to my shoulder. Like, there it is,
Yeah,
bud.
it clearly states that right there, But
Do you remember the song, I'm an Asshole?
The title sounds familiar, but I
I
can't.
can't remember who sang it. Comedian, crap, what the hell was his name? Guy who sang that.
I don't know,
Anyway.
Ben Stiller? I don't know.
No.
Well, think about it.
Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary. So let me
Dennis
ask you,
Leary sang, I'm an Asshole.
what do you guys
I'll look it up
prefer?
later.
For somebody to just outright see that about you, or, oh my god, I didn't know this, but the guy's an asshole. I'd rather just from the get-go. I want to make a point across to say, I'm just an asshole, but I come across as a nice guy. I'd rather say that, or I'm pretty much an asshole all the way around.
Well, I've had people tell me, like, after they got to know me, like, when I met you, I knew you were aggressive. I just didn't know, like, how aggressive. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty aggressive. I'm pretty angry all the time.
I've gotten the, you're such a nice guy, but then I got to know you, and you do have a streak of asshole in you. I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, it's like,
You're very sarcastic.
I am.
In a
I
fun
am.
way, though. It's fun to watch.
I love doing the straight face delivery lines to everybody and just see where that goes or how far I can take that without, putting me in harm's way. Because sometimes I'm like, whoa, Doug, I think you went too far there.
I stay out of it.
But yeah, and I just beat you. That's what I say. But okay, so tomorrow I'll be flying the American flag over the Cuban flag. What does that mean?
Just
You
means
live
you're
in
a Cuban
America?
American.
No, it means that America's going to fucking shit. We're going to be communists. But I mean that.
You've already got your red flag out there.
I do. I do have a red flag flying proudly out there. For you guys,
But it doesn't have a sickle and...
no, it does have a Gurkha guy on it, which might as well be the same shit.
He's got the knives.
Yeah, he's got the knife. Well, he might as well be the
One
same
of my
shit.
friends on Facebook, before the election yesterday, they posted "Red Wave, Trump 2020," and I posted "Red Look, Communist." Red Wave, like remember the Red Scare in the '50s? Am I the only one that remembers that? You weren't around.
Is he the only one who remembers that?
It's either that or Alabama, one of the two.
I keep forgetting he's like this vampire apparently because he talks shit like he lived it. Oh, am I the only one who remembers that? It was the 50s.
There was a movie.
You were not there.
Well, let me tell you about Vietnam.
Do tell. How bad was it? It was
Terrible.
horrible.
Mm.
See some stuff, man, and some things. I don't recommend it.
Well, I mean, I know I'm trying to make light of it right now. Everything that's going on and make fun of everything left and right. But there are some serious undertones, obviously.
Yes.
Interesting enough. So you guys know I dabble a little bit in, Robin Hood stocks and all that bullshit.
Yeah, and how much did that take?
So that's the thing about it. Last Friday, because I made a bad choice on a company, and we had a good chuckle over that.
Oh yeah.
So I was able to actually. Well, yeah, thank God. So in the span of, that's why I love America. In the span of Monday to this morning, I made back $180 against my losses, which I had lost about $230, $240. So I made back $180 on some savvy moving around of the money.
So you're close. You're somewhere around halfway there.
Yeah. So then I saw this morning that the stock market went very, very high. So for those of you guys who don't know, we're next door to a great convenience store. The family there, they're American, wonderful people. Been there
So you saw the stock skyrocket, and you're just like, I'm all in.
I'm all in. And I said, hell to the no.
Uh-oh.
So Andy, his dad, and his mom, they have all been in the stock market for years. Hey, Alicia. Look, there's Allie right there.
Hi, honey.
And I said, you know what? I like talking to people who've been doing this a lot longer than me because I'm just starting out. I've only been doing it since March, basically. And I spoke to Andy, and Andy said, I pulled everything up. I said, what do you mean? And he goes, no. I literally took all my money
and took it out of the stock market.
And literally liquefied it completely. Just pulled it all out. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah. And my dad did the exact same thing with a 90% chunk of his money. So this is a family. They have multiple businesses. They live humbly. It's not like they have brand new cars parked outside, but they do really well and they're smart about it. So when I hear this guy saying that, I'm like, oh man, I may have to reconsider something.
Yeah, because something's gonna crash.
Correct. So historically, I've been doing some research. Historically, when a Republican president takes the seat, stocks historically, and you guys, hey, if you find that I'm wrong, correct me. I'm down with that. But I did a little bit of research. Historically, stock markets have a tendency to go high, then they begin to restabilize and go downwards, but they do a huge upswing.
Mm-hmm.
Black Thursday.
Historically, when a Democratic president takes, the stock market takes a dive, and then it begins to reassert and restabilize itself. So
you initially lose money in it, but if you stay in long enough, you'll gain some of it back.
So my fear factor was is I don't know anything. I wanted to just save what little I had.
Wait until you think it's at its lowest point, buy in.
Which that's very smart about what you just said. So we basically ended up just pulling, by we, I mean me, I pulled everything out that I had, not a lot. And I said, what little I have, I'm going to try to rescue it. And that's exactly what I did. So I had made some money in the past 2 days to at least balance me out from my loss and walk away saying, well, I sort of broke even. And I'm okay with breaking even. I'm fine with that.
But now you have this much in reserve. You could put it in the store. You can
Correct.
put it away for later.
Correct.
Or if the stock market drops, you can buy in cheap and go.
Depending on how long you want to wait.
So that's sort of
but
like
it all depends on whether the
what's going on, Living Large? Well, tonight, thank you very much. Actually, we've been remiss. We are smoking Odyssey little Maduro Corona, something simple, inexpensive. They're like $3. You know, not too bad,
but still good.
Very
good.
I mean,
a lot of people say like, oh well, you know, I feel like I have to buy a really expensive cigar to smoke really well. It's not true at all.
A little simple, nighttime smoke, not too.
Odyssey used to be my daily.
Yeah. Like if you guys don't want to spend a lot of time, a little Corona. I'm having today. The boys are not drinking, but I'm drinking heavy.
Oh, I'm gonna start when I get home.
A mocha Starbucks double shot energy, whatever the crap this is.
I like a mocha. I had a mocha on the way here.
It's not bad. It's all right. We're having some fun, man. We're just having some fun stuff. What
does your mom say about American coffee?
Oh, it's like flavored water. My mom, she does not drink like the Mr. Coffee. Because as far as she's concerned, it's not strong enough.
Oh, she gets the real stuff, man.
So which, by the way, if you want to reach over, there you go.
Are we sponsored by them? Or?
We are heavily semi-sponsored. But this is the coffee that we're talking about. God, the damn light's like shining on it. Well, you guys know it. It is the Doña Noli Hacienda Blend coffee. It is in a roasted bean, medium to full-bodied. The flavor profile. So that also, if you got like a little blender or a little grinder or whatever, you can grind it to the consistency of the espresso powder or a little bit, coarser, whichever way you want to go.
Mike, tell us how the grinder works.
How does it work, Mike? Yeah, Mike's, by the way, an expert with a grinder. He's got an account set up and everything. Profile, pictures, all kinds of stuff.
To review.
No wonder he doesn't get any action on that. I kid you not. If he's using
how's
my
your OnlyFans
pictures,
doing?
oh, dude. Okay, so glad
Those
you
fans
asked.
only.
It is amazing. Somehow the theme has been very blue as of late. I don't understand why.
Oh, you're sad.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's just all these blue things that are going on my OnlyFans page.
Blue balls.
Well, actually, it's called Fat Hairy Cuban Guy Dancing on a Pole OnlyFans, and on Patreon is Fat Hairy Balding Cuban Guy Dancing on a Pole. So either way, you want to support me, it's only $2 to sign up.
You know we're making a big joke about it, but there's gonna be somebody out
Yeah.
there that's gonna see this like.
I want to go watch it
Like,
because
And then they're gonna buy it so that he
Like-
can't get it.
yeah.
you
Oh, what
can,
a
you
great
can buy
market.
it. I don't care. I'm
What a
not
great
gonna do
market
it.
option.
There you go. Yeah, apparently.
I need to corner the balding Cuban market.
There's got to be some fat, weird-looking Cubano that's hairy and balding that
Listen.
says, you know what? I'm gonna dance and I'm gonna make some money at it. I'm like, oh.
There's people that are into feet. There's somebody out there for everybody.
Yep.
I promise.
Feet, huh?
Yep.
Maybe a little pedicure every now and then. Just to
No,
keep them
like,
nice and clean. No, like
Who did the movie?
I don't want to know where you're going with this. I'm
Who
just
did the
saying.
movie Inglourious Bastards?
Oh, wasn't that Tarantino?
Yeah, he's
Quentin
a foot,
Tarantino.
He's a foot guy.
He's got a foot fetish.
He does. If you watch the movie Death Proof, which is a great movie, there's like foot scenes all throughout the movie and also in Pulp Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a foot guy.
Yeah, he's got a foot fetish.
There's footies, which are guys who are into food, and then there's a footie.
No, there's a foodie that's into food. And there's a footie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
foot. So
You said it
I'm
wrong.
missing a damn tooth. So there we go.
Footses.
So there's a foot fetish guy, and well, again, listen, just clean your damn
We've
toes.
gone off the rails.
Yeah, look, Christopher Fraser's like, hey, fellas, no, we're not talking about, cigars
Are you into feet?
and feet. What? No, who gives a shit if he's into feet? I was like,
Oh.
I'm sorry, Chris, I just
Do
can't.
you like sucking toes?
No.
Wow.
There you go.
Direct from Grinder Central over here, he just laid it down on the table. He said,
He went toe to
Seamus,
toe.
do you suck on toes? I just got a cigar in my hand, and I'm man, you know what? America's changing, so you never know. Anything could happen now. So there you go. I'm saying, look, living just like he's about to lose it. I have a size 50. I don't want to know. I don't care. I don't want to.
Send Duncan your picture.
No, don't.
Yes!
Don't
Big
send.
Harry Cubano.
Yeah, and pole dancing on fans only page. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Send the pictures there. Google it and send it.
Yeah,
The funny thing is, if
no,
somebody
he really wants to see him stomping on a Cuban sandwich, barefooted.
nobody
Yeah.
wants to see
Yeah.
that. First of all, I respect the Cuban sandwich too much because it is a great, great sandwich. So, hail to the now
So I have this theory, like
of relativity.
whenever somebody like starts to offend you, you flip it on them, and you become the offender instead of the offended.
Okay, I'm following.
So
So you're offending me.
no.
Okay, no.
Just last night, me and Allie were laying in bed. We were clothed. Stop it. But she thought she'd be funny. She stuck her foot in my face. Thought she was
Oh,
gonna
yes.
gross me out. I just turned and I licked the bottom of her foot, and it just turned right around. She's like,
I see where you went with
Don't
that.
be offended. Be the offender.
Yeah.
So when you get a toe in your face, lick it. That's, I guess, the moral of the story.
Well, when life hands you lemons, make beef stew.
Yes,
That works.
Yes.
People in glass houses sink ships. Isn't that how it goes?
No.
Yeah. No.
No.
This
you
mix
know.
and match shit ain't
Yeah,
working.
I'll send. Don't you send me shit, man. I'm just saying, don't
Send
send
it
me.
right to his Facebook.
No, there'll
Yes.
be no sending of
And
anything.
If you get pictures of feet, I want to know about it. Like I don't want to see it, but I want to know if you got feet pictures because I'm gonna laugh.
Is it me or is it just the fact that this is just literally the oddest show we've ever done? Because somehow,
it gets weirder.
Listen, the train's already rolling. You might as well blow the
is
whistle.
it 7 o'clock yet so I can get the hell out of Dodge?
You
I
got
still
like
got
15 minutes.
15 more minutes of this.
Actually, what's the devil's hour? Is it 3:33 in the morning?
I don't
Yeah,
know. What
something
the
like
hell's
that.
wrong with you? What are you doing at 3:33 in the morning?
Nothing good.
So, Odyssey.
Nothing sexual either.
Odyssey-
Stop it.
Jesus Christ. Criminy. Odyssey, Maduro, and a Corona. You had asked.
Between your toes.
I'm.
Yeah, how does somebody with no arms?
Biden cannot be my president soon enough. That's all I can say right now. That's where I'm at. That's where these two have me at. He cannot be my president soon enough. Can it be now?
So you're building the boat to go back to Cuba?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, man. That's why I want to buy a van. I want to put it like a boat engine, haul ass out of here, man.
It'll sink.
Yeah, it probably will. Yeah,
actually, GM made these.
Let's go back to the coffee. Yeah, let's go back to the coffee. Thank you.
Yeah,
So
there was actually a Jeep boat.
Good.
Yeah, you put it in the water, the wheels retract and take off across the water.
Modern, or is this like
modern?
Oh, okay, cool.
I've seen some stuff like that. Like the actual car itself has like it seals up, and the tires go up, but then like it's got these little airtight things that conceals it.
That's how GM did the Aqua car.
Yep. Oh, the famous Aqua car by GM. Yeah. Never seen.
Had the motor in the back and two propellers under.
I don't know. I just go along with it.
In World War II, when they made the tanks to land on Normandy during D-Day,
that was the idea behind it.
They were called DD tanks, which is duplex drive. So basically, like your old tractor that has the PTO shaft out of the back, same thing, only it had propellers, and they had a skirt around it, sort of like a convertible top that went up. It looked like rubber rafts were trying to land on the beach. And as soon as they got to the beach, they dropped the skirts.
Yes.
And it was a fucking tank.
That's awesome. Skirts were dropped and there was a tank.
DD tanks, Google them. They're badass.
There was a drag queen that was called PT Tank as well. She dropped her skirts and it was a tank. Or not a tank, it was just a turret. I get a turret.
Is she on your OnlyFans too?
No, no.
He follows her.
I follow her for ideas.
Or him.
Or
it.
Yes, that's it.
They, them, there.
Yeah, they, them, there. It's all over the place now. So let me see what you got here. 264 to 214.
Yep.
Whoo, Lord, where is Mao Zedong when you need him right now, right?
6 feet under.
Oh, is he? He's no longer with us?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess. Yeah. I got to consult with my buddy, the Jewish
He's chilling
Grim
with
Reaper.
Kim Jong-il in hell.
I don't know. I don't keep track of that shit.
I've got a roster.
You got a roster? You checking them off as they
They're on my fantasy demons team.
Nice. I'll tell you what, man. You were mentioning earlier, real quick, to go back to the cigar, if this was a Lancero.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you were smoking a Lancero earlier.
I was. It was the Hiram Solomon.
Correct. So that's a 7, well, that one's actually is a 7 by 38 ring gauge. So it's a little bit 38. Am I lying to you? I think it's a 7 by 42.
Oh, I just
7
got
by 42.
a great Christmas gift idea for you.
Yes.
Feet pictures?
No feet pictures. No, thank you. No.
That's a stocking stuffer.
Oh. A big painting where you've walked across the canvas.
Yeah.
There could be that. There you go.
I'm gonna say it.
Go ahead, say it.
They make a cigar case and flask.
Yes.
And
all in one.
Yeah, and you can have it customized and
so you
have
got
your name on it.
2 cigars and a thing, or is it one and one?
So
or?
it looks like a regular cigar case.
Regular.
Where it's molded to the shape of cigars, so it'll look like it'll have 3 holes for a cigar, but it's really only, well, you can get them in 3, but it's really only 2, and then the last one is actually a tube with a little cap, so when you pull the main top off of it,
I'm just wishing
you
this was
unscrew the
scotch
cap
right
and there's
now.
whiskey in it.
Yeah, I'm wishing that was scotch.
Bartender,
Whatever.
one more for my friend here.
Yeah.
I like that's pretty cool, man. So it has a little cap on one of them. So one of the tubes actually is just a receptacle for the liquor.
Yes.
The other 2, your favorite cigars.
I mean, you'll probably get 1, maybe 2 shots out of it, but enough. You know, just
you put the
smoke
right
a
stuff in
cigar,
there,
sip
that
on
could
it.
be all you need.
Yeah.
You're like, oh god.
like formaldehyde. That's what I plan on drinking when I get home.
Formaldehyde.
Some good shine will work.
So, have you guys noticed? Because I did yesterday and today. Again, here out sitting outside and some of that. I felt that there was almost a quietness or a lack of movement or traffic flow or something.
These people are scared.
You guys, because I don't know about truck driving and from Charlotte coming on up. Have you guys seen anything odd on the streets? Anything?
Not in North Carolina.
No. Okay.
No, I mean everybody is just going about their business. Is what I've seen from yesterday and today.
I mean, the vast
The
majority
general,
don't
general
give a-
population is not going to change.
Hey, so listen, real quick. Christopher Fraser says he'd like to find out what we think about starting a relationship with Cuba. So yeah, I got some Cuban in me.
Now, what do you mean by starting a relationship?
So let me see if
It's complicated.
let me see if I can capture this. Possibly a way that we can open up
Too much.
dialogue, businesses. Is that where you're going with that? Which again, personally speaking, I think a lot needs to be looked at in Cuba. And this is just me, infinitesimal 2 cents. The country itself, still, in my opinion, is by many standards a third world country that is led by a dictatorial regime. So let's look at it like that and say, okay, well, how can we start a relationship with people who are like not good people? And by that I mean people in charge who are not good people.
Communists.
Yeah, communists.
Well, didn't weren't you allowed to go over to Cuba as a tourist during part of Obama's?
The latter part of
And
the
then
Obama
when Trump got in, he
administration-
closed it off again.
Right. So actually, as he said, Obama's opening trade, but stuff. So Obama had actually, in his last, I think, year to 2 years, in his second term, had lifted partially the embargo. He had allowed commerce to begin to set up and be established. For example, I remember American Airlines and all the major airline carriers were now creating direct routes to Cuba. The same thing with the cruise ships departing from the United States directly to Cuba. So I could see that as a plus because Cuba does have a really beautiful tourist trade aspect. You know, again, you were alive back in the days in the 1950s because he's a vampire.
I was there.
You were there.
They
You
had
were
pigs.
you felt that. Okay, so
Okay.
there I said he's a fucking vampire. So during the 1950s, Cuba was referred to as the Pearl of the Caribbean, which means it was very beautiful. I mean,
Very beautiful.
hotels were very
And
luxurious.
there are certain parts of it that are
Oh, I
that
mean,
way.
to this day, I mean, there are parts of Cuba which, in my
It's like
opinion,
a
are like
time capsule.
are beautiful.
And then there are parts that you don't want to go to.
Right.
Well,
The
that's like
government
anywhere
only
in the country,
invested
really.
in certain aspects of Cuba that were linked to bringing in foreign money and supporting that without any of that trickling down to the people. So that needs to be looked at as well. But yes,
Right.
Cuba in and of itself as a country and the people, they're beautiful, they're wonderful. I would like to see maybe the development of more tourism trade and how that can flow outwards
But
to the people.
But that depends on Cuba, not on the countries around it. It depends directly on the Cuban dictator.
I'll tell you what, man. I
No,
believe
I don't
wholeheartedly
think so.
that if that happened,
Well, I mean, if the dictatorship's going to take the money and not disperse it to the people,
I don't think. I mean,
there is that. There,
I don't think the incoming administration cares enough.
I would like to say that on his question, that possibly whoever, whether it's a new administration or the existing one that comes back, that Cuba does need to be looked at a little bit more like how can we partner? How can we partner the right way, possibly in a way that one, the people can benefit, not just because it is a socialist, it's a communist dictatorship, not just the people in power. So, like I said, starting maybe with tourism, because
he's talking about having access to Cuban cigars.
well, yeah, and here's the thing in that regards, and I sort of knew where you were going with that. Cuban cigars, in my opinion, will be treated very nearly the same way, and I've always used this analogy as certain high-end brands, like for example, Opus X. You don't get Opus X unless you've been carrying Fuente for at least a minimum of 4 to 5 years. Then you are a certified Opus X retailer. And then at that time, you get maybe an allotment based upon how much movement of the Fuente account you have. And every year, the more you do it, the bigger your allotment is. So in essence, if you want to bring in Cuban cigars, you got to look at the two companies that own at least 80 to 90% of the nationalized Cuban trade names, and that is Altadis and General Cigars. So you'd have to look and say, well, how much of these two companies, which I see them stepping in and guiding that part, how much of Altadis or General Cigars do I have to represent in my shop before I get the Cuban branded versions that I'm carrying of the non-Cubans? Like, for example, Monte Cristo non-Cubans. How many of those do I have to carry before I get the Monte Cristo Cubans? How many non-Cuban Cohibas do I got to carry before I get the Cuban Cohibas? So that's a way that I think would balance certain things out. Otherwise, to be brutally honest, the island of Cuba does not currently manufacture enough for the need of the world if we wanted to supply it. I mean, there's just no way possible right now for Cuban tobacco to meet the demand that exists currently if the U.S. stepped in as a primary retailer, if you will. And for those who do not know, we are the number one buyer of Cuban cigars in the world currently with the sanctions in place.
Right.
Can you imagine if the sanctions lift? It'd be insane.
Now you can still get Cuban cigars even with the sanctions.
Well, absolutely. I mean, there's ways to go around it. I mean, shit. I mean, we all know we have a connect out of Switzerland, but like I said, even with the sanctions in place, we are the number one buyers. Without them, what would happen? There would be, I think, a destabilization of the Cuban market and also of Cuban cigars across the world. But that's where companies who currently own the nationalized trade names would step in and say, okay, now we're going to handle this. We're going to be the distributors in the American market for the Cuban brands because we own the non-Cuban brands.
Now, do you think if the United States opened up trade with Cuba, the number of counterfeits would go down? Like, would
No.
it be...
I think it would actually increase.
Go up.
Really?
Wholeheartedly. I think it would increase.
Well, I mean, if you
Exponentially.
flood the market, I mean, it's just like
Because it would be even harder to figure out which one's which.
Right.
Because think about this. Let's say now Cuban cigars are legal in the States. Well, now, I can tell you for a fact, there are places in the United States that are factories that I know they can make an identical Cuban-looking, tasting cigar, and with the technology that is allowed here in the States, they could duplicate boxes, rings, everything to be nearly identical in every aspect.
Now, I mean, obviously not all counterfeits.
Thank God we're not talking politics anymore. Woo. Man, I'm
But-
getting a little warm there.
I mean, the fear with counterfeit is not just the quality, but what could be in them. Like if it's just like dirt rolled up in a tobacco leaf.
Well, hell, I can tell you for a fact. I mean, there's been stuff like that coming directly out of Cuba for years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like there's been cigars that have had everything from hair to rat feces and dirt out of the Cuban market because people working in some of these factories have, taken, stolen, absconded, or whatever with tobacco that maybe have been on the factory floor. And among other stuff, they continue maybe with their buddies or connections or the people that are in the black market have done that. And then they do some, maybe offsite in somebody's house rolling, and whatever you get, that's what you get. It's Cuban tobacco, but it's not a Cuban cigar, man, by any standard. So good luck with that shit.
Yeah.
So
Do you think?
I don't think a lot, but go ahead.
Do you think that Cuban cigars are like the ultimate cigar?
No.
Like, is that
Never have, never will.
never have?
Never have, never will. I will say this. I believe them to be among the best in the industry. They are not the best. Now,
Top 5.
let me give you my interpretation of that. And I will say this to anybody, no matter how long they've been in this industry, hands down, because this actually has been discussions that with real masters, people who have done this forever, they will tell you this. We set the standard. We set the bar for what Cuban cigars are and what cigars in general are the world over. We did that. Nobody else did. We did. We created the standard by which all others would be measured.
Mm.
And then, of course, it's now whatever. It's all over the place. But I'm talking about guys who, like, for example, Babin Garcia or Recesol, Don Carlos, Fuente, Jose Padron. These were masters, brilliant, sainted masters of our craft that took that knowledge outside into the world, away from Cuba, and created by the same standards their interpretations of what had been happening in the island for generations already. So it's not that they created something brand spanking new. They took that standard of quality, of perfection, and that level of excellence, if you will, and they took it outside of Cuba. So when I say now, is it the best in the world? Of course not. There are fantastic Nicaraguan blends that are absolutely divine to smoke. Dominicans that are just sublime to smoke. I mean, there's just great cigars out there that I will put well above the Cuban standard right now. But we did set the benchmark. We gave the world a starting point from saying, this is how you do it, and how you do it correctly, and how you do it well. Whatever happens afterwards, that's on you.
Well, I remember you always would. Well, you told me that if you look at a cigar, if they're traditionally rolled Cuban style, it's from left to right. So, and I was
right to left.
Right to left.
Right to left.
Well, I just noticed
and then
that one day.
There's a triple cap also that a lot of people. There's certain things that are like telltale signs that are part of that. Now that's been taken all over the world as well. So there's a lot of guys who
like
utilize
said,
those.
The families that left Cuba and started in Dominican Republic.
I mean, you got guys like the Quesadas. I mean, you got so many amazing people that when Castro took over. I mean,
later,
like for example, the family of Ramon Cifuentes, which are the Cifuentes family, were the owners of the Partagas brand, which back in the days it was Ramon Cifuentes y Compañía and Company, the name of the factory. Partagas was just the name of a cigar. That's what it was. It was not the name of the factory. Today it's called Partagas because literally Castro said, "Well, you're gonna roll cigars for us, or you're dead. You're gonna get out of here." So they said, "No, we're gonna leave." So the Cifuentes family, that was the end of that. And again, and like that, there's many stories. Like the same thing with the Padrones, the same thing with there's a lot of people who said, "No, we out. We deuces. We're gone."
They didn't like the oppression.
Exactly. So when they left, they took their heritage, they took their stories, they took their craftsmanship, they took their mastery of that standard out into the world. And you're looking at, since the early 60s, so it's been out there in Honduras, in Nicaragua, the Dominican Republic. I mean, all over the place. You got factories in Costa Rica. You got tobacco being grown all up and down, the Americas, from North America, from the United States all the way down to Ecuador, Brazil. I mean, you're talking Colombia. I mean, you're talking like all over the place. So then you got across the ocean, you got, in the Philippines, you got also in Sumatra, you got, let me see, what is it? The Mirafels are very famous for that. They're Cameroon. I mean, you're talking about tobacco that's grown all over the place that has intrinsically looked at one thing and one thing only. And if I'm wrong, again, just my opinion, all these guys have looked at how do we become the standard? Well, the standard was a Habano, a Puro, a Cuban cigar. That's what everybody wanted to do, create that standard again outside of Cuba so they could compete. They could compete in that market,
Georgia is going red as we.
Georgia.
Yeah.
I got Georgia.
As we already knew, they were going red, and they're setting up some
mind.
sort of press conference. I don't know. I can't see.
Georgia's red?
Yeah.
Red's good.
Yeah.
I'm down with red.
Doesn't matter anymore.
No, come on now. Come on. Be happy. You're the happiest Marine I know.
I mean, it can't be certified until December 1st.
Yeah, but I mean, it's 2.
Can we do it December the 6th?
You
Or the 3rd? Or the 3rd?
That's your mom's birthday.
Or yours?
Second is mine.
Oh, is this it? I keep forgetting. I thought it was okay. We could go with maybe the 6th, and we can all celebrate. How's that?
We're all going to celebrate on the second anyway.
I don't want to celebrate on the second.
Well,
I'm second to none. I'm second to none.
You're number one in my book.
Oh gosh, you. Oh man, I'll tell you what, man. It's loopy out there, man. It's loopy.
North Carolina isn't bad.
No.
I mean, here's the only thing I'm worried about. I don't give a damn who's president. I really don't. What I care about.
I sort of do.
I do too.
Well, let me. I'll expand on that.
Expand.
But what I'm worried about is like state and local governments.
Yeah, we got Cooper again. Yay, Cooper!
They're gonna appeal that, by the way.
They damn well better. I mean, that came out wrong. I was just joking.
But I mean, like the rioting, the burning shit down, the looting, and all that. Like, that's what I want to stop.
Well, that will just magically stop now.
Yeah. Well, here's an interesting thing. I think I told you guys the story on Monday. I'm gonna tell you guys the story, and then you guys just do what you want with this. My mom and I, we are in a shopping center, and on the other corner is Dollar General.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
You know, it's just a regular. It's like a little general store. For quick stuff, convenience, and whatnot. So my mom said, "Hey, you know what? I want to go in and get some stuff before I go home." I said, "Great." Picked up a can of soup, and she got some other shit. So we're in line, and there was 1, 2, 3, 4 people ahead of us. In front of me was this really beautiful, nice, attractive African-American woman. She was very attractive.
Did she have nice skin?
Flawless skin. As a matter of fact, I do remember that really well.
All right, Hannibal.
But again, just again, seemed like a nice lady. Let's put it that. In front of her was a couple of. I thought they were a couple, husband and wife, girlfriend, whatever. It's brother,
People
sister.
standing beside each other.
Yeah. And then in front of them was another gentleman. So the couple are having a conversation back and forth. Apparently, the gentleman says to the woman, next to him, "Hey, you know what? I was working the polls." Apparently, he had been a poll person.
Mm-hmm.
Not the same as me. I work the poll differently.
I'm so glad I had that image now.
Yeah.
So,
remember King of Queens?
Yeah,
good.
I'm telling you, that's it, baby. So he's telling her, based upon the polls and what I was looking at, man, it's gonna be a landslide for Trump, and he did say that. And I was like, I mean, mind you, I don't give 3 rats ass. I'm in the back of the damn line with my mom, looking at the damn Progresso soups, and said, do I want this one because it has a lot of damn salt in it or not? Anyways, long story short, they're having a conversation between the two of them. They're back and forth on this political conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The gentleman in front of them turns around very, I believe the word is vehemently, for lack of saying loud and obnoxiously, and says,
Cooper's crazy.
Cooper is crazy. Yes, thank God.
Roy Cooper can eat.
Yeah, there you go. Roy Cooper, you can eat him. So the guy turns around and says, "Hey, man, no one wants to hear you talking about that bigot and any of that crazy white racist shit." His words, not mine. I cannot even get that stuff out of my head because that was pretty much verbatim what the man said. And I'm thinking to myself, from what I had caught on, these people are having a conversation, A and B.
Now, were they being extra loud?
No. I'm telling you, it's like
it's just a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So literally, imagine if you
not inviting any extra attention.
Let's say 8 feet from you. 8 feet from you, people are talking, and you can hear what they're saying. No one has to be loud,
So I imagine that this conversation is like when 2 people come home. Hey, how was your day? Kind of a conversation.
Along those lines, he's happy because he was working the political polls. I guess he was excited. He was telling her, again, who gives 3 shits? It was a conversation that was between A and B.
But not inviting any extra attention.
C, the guy in front of them, decided to turn around and say this very loudly and aggressively because his demeanor, you can immediately see it. And then the woman says, "No one's talking to you, sir." He proceeds to put his hand within 1 inch of her face and says, Well, no one's talking to you, lady. And at
Go back and no.
And at that point, the young woman that was in front of us, I see her stepping back and moving aside. And I look at her and I'm kind of giving her like the face of like, you're doing the right thing. Get away from that. My mom is 77 years old. You guys know that, so she was with me. And I get in front of her and I start walking her just a little bit back because you never know. Because this situation continues to get even louder and worse. The two men are going back and forth on each other. One telling him, "Sir, this has got nothing to do with you. We're just having a conversation here. You don't need to get involved with this. You can turn around and go about your business." The man says, "Well, it's a free country. I can say whatever the hell I want. Blah blah blah." All this other
we
stuff.
can get into that after your story, but go ahead.
And I'm thinking, and I think I know where you're going to go with that. I go, it has no concern of this person,
right?
What they're talking about, and I don't care. But it literally, the man put up his hands twice in front of the woman within an inch of her face. Now, here's where I'm thinking. I'm a bit of a gentleman. If you decide to raise your hand 1 inch from my mother's face, or even my partner, where's another man, 1 inch from his face,
who can fight, by the way?
I can tell you, you don't need to worry about him. Worry about the 220-pound, 48-year-old sack of shit Cuban,
built like a Greek god.
Yeah, like a Greek ancient fat Dionysian god, slamming into you
clay
and telling you, "I'm gonna break your hand so you never have a chance to use it again," because that's disrespectful as shit. I don't believe in violence. I've said that countless times, and I mean that wholeheartedly. I don't. But you put your hands up twice. Not one, once is all it would have taken with me.
Oh, yeah.
Twice to a woman. And now, I don't know who he was, to that woman or whatnot. Now, he didn't do anything. He tried to keep his composure, and I could see that. But I wouldn't have. I assure you, I wouldn't have kept one iota or modicum of composure. I would have whooped your ass left and right. Political parties aside, that's disrespectful what you did.
Mm-hmm.
They kept trying to tell you had no reason to be in that conversation. He could have been the smartest as, "Oh man, whatever, dude." Looked back and kept on, whatever. This is the fear factor that I was facing. Mm-hmm. I'm with a 77-year-old woman. I have a can of Progresso soup, which if you came closer to us, you were going to be eating Progresso soup for the rest of your life through a straw, motherfucker, So,
it would become a deadly weapon.
Yeah, but that can of soup would have been impregnated into your skull, because I got to protect my mom, If it would have been me by myself, I don't give a shit. I said, fuck this crap. I would have turned around and walked out. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
So just put the can on the shelf, pick a spot, and leave. I'm going somewhere else.
Not worth
exactly.
it.
That's what.
But here's the neat thing.
There's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah.
The gentleman that started this immediately attacked verbally the fact that they were voting for Trump or supporting Trump or whatever.
They may not have even been voting for him.
So that tells me that person was pro Biden or pro his candidate. Could have been he was voting for Bernie Sanders. As far as I'm concerned, I don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm. Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders was last election.
Oh, was he? Okay, well, so I'm sorry.
You could have written in
Bernie.
Bernie.
I felt the burn.
You could have written in Bernie.
I could have?
Yeah.
I like Bernie.
Somebody wrote in, who was that wrestler?
I would have been okay with Bernie.
Who was a governor?
I know, if you hadn't said anything,
I know Jesse Ventura.
Yeah, somebody wrote in Jesse Ventura.
So, here's the thing, guys. Look at that. Impregnating, yes. So you came in at the soup. So yeah, if you backtrack enough, you'll love this. What's going on, Kerr? This gentleman attacked verbally and raised his hands like this to a couple that was behind him.
It was just having a conversation.
Conversation about the man working the polls for his political party and giving his little opinion to his wife, girlfriend, sister, whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, so apparently certain people have been looked at as we're the bad ones, we're the irrational ones. We're the ones that don't think. We're the ones that are hate mongers. We're the ones that are the bad ones. And I'm thinking, well, from what I saw, it's a clear and simple picture of who the bad one was there. And it was not two people who were having a conversation about the pride one man felt about working the American process for the candidate that he believed in. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
You know. So, but if that motherfucker would have come any closer, I would have impregnated that fucking can of Prego soup. What the fuck did I say? Progresso soup into your eye socket, you sack of shit.
How big was this guy?
My size, just a hair maybe broader, but my size.
Taller, shorter, same.
About the same height. Yeah, I mean, it would have been even. It would have been an even fight. I would have been down for that shit.
Push kick to the sternum.
I keep saying Prego soup, Progresso soup to the eye socket, dude.
No,
no. Well, see, I don't want. You're so violent.
Plexus works too.
Why are you so violent?
Well, here's the thing. If he would have put his hand up like that, I would have grabbed it, and you've seen the knives that I carry.
Penicillin helps with a burn.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Kerry, the stuff that's out there right now, man, it's insane.
It's going to get weird.
I mean, dude, okay, let me ask you this. Be honest, guys. You're out and about. You see two dudes somewhere, a guy and a girl, talking about how excited they are about fucking Biden. Do you really give three shits about that?
No, not at all.
I don't care. It doesn't impact my life. I'll be like, hey, man, congratulations, dude. Great. Whatever. Fuck it. I don't give a shit.
Yep.
Plain and simple. Whatever. You would have thrown that at him and said, the next one's coming a lot faster, mofo.
No, this would be going top speed.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. One shot, done. There.
357? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. 357 does like a big... Well,
especially hollow points.
Yeah. But I saw the Killing Joke, and that's how... I didn't know this, but that's how Batgirl becomes Oracle, because the Joker shot her point blank. And anyways, it's the Killing Joke. It's on Netflix. Go watch it. I love Batman.
Yeah.
See how this thing just goes weird all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Joker shot her with one of those. Like, literally, like that.
So, interesting thing about ballistics. Barrel size, caliber, amount of powder in the shell.
Get to it, for God's sakes, you're killing me. Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, I could just nerd rage real quick. Like
you a nerd? No, I think he's a nerd. I can't.
So depending on the weight of the bullet, type of powder you use, like the burn rate and the barrel length, you can get a lot of velocity out of a very small
distance or whatever, or something.
Velocity.
Feet
per second.
Velocipede, isn't that like
Velociraptor.
Yeah. Yes, we can get one of those too. Yeah. That'd be awesome. Can you imagine if you shoot your gun and a Velociraptor magically comes out instead of a bullet coming at you?
I prefer to be like Scorpion, like
yeah, but imagine a fucking Velociraptor coming at you.
Scare the fuck out of some people.
Shit, I'd take the bullet. I think I would say no. Give me the bullet. That Velociraptor will fuck you up, dude.
Yeah.
All right now. There's some good people outside.
Yeah, but all right.
Yeah. We got a gun. Don't worry about it. One gun. You got yours?
Not
in the car. Oh God, Mikey.
He'll provide cover.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when I meet somebody new, or if somebody's being aggressive towards me, I keep them at one arm's distance. That's partially for my safety, but primarily for their safety.
There you go. God, you're so violent. I mean, Jesus, I need to, thank God my Catholic church is open again. I can start going again. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to put in a couple of good words.
Thanks.
I just can't, dude. He's so...
I love fighting.
Right.
I really do.
Are you using Google? Because I'm about to use Google. Let's see what...
this is on YouTube. This is CBS.
All right, so Google does say 264, 214, so that's pretty confirmed right there. Again, but it's...
USA Today is what I'm watching.
Yeah, so Minnesota and Wisconsin officially are Biden, so it would be Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Nevada.
No, Nevada's turning blue.
Well, it's turning blue, but
it hasn't been fully decided.
Yeah,
yet.
It's not just
But that's one that won't be decided till Friday.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Along with the others at this rate.
Oh shit!
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. Nevada has a 48.7% Trump, 49.3% Biden, and it's very close. It's like only 8,000 votes.
We should have done this last night.
Is that a within 1 percentage point?
Again, it's
Because any state that's within 1 percentage point, you can ask for a recount.
yeah. That is definitely within that parameter.
Can you imagine the uproar if Biden won, they did a recount, and Trump won? Dude, the country would explode.
Well, like I said, I'm not gonna feed that fire out there. But again,
I will. Biden sucks.
it's just to me. I look at it and I go. At the end of the day, we were talking about this the other day, and I said, you know what? Listen, we share one country.
Yeah.
We're in one country. We are Americans. For God's sake, man.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that the people out there want? Division, a breakdown of the social structure. What are the negatives that apparently are gonna be looked for when we have so many great positives that we gotta look to build?
Illuminati.
There is the Illuminati.
It's a controlling thing.
I got your hanging chart.
Chad. Remember when
I'm still lost.
In Florida there was a lawsuit about the hanging chads because when you were voted in Florida, you had a little punch card, and if the little thing didn't come all the way out, it became, did they intend to vote for that person, so on and so forth. There was an actual lawsuit.
Oh Lord! So it was called the Hanging Chads.
Yes.
Nice. Or Hanging Chad.
Hanging Chads could be a cool rock group.
I think of the Hanging Chads. I'll be that.
That sounds like such a '90s name.
Yeah.
Probably, not quite long
and
hair.
something's
not
on
quite
fire
long
if
hair.
you could hear the fire truck behind.
Yeah, something's on fire. Not
Hopefully
here.
not
Not here.
Statesville.
All right, guys, listen, I think we've put everybody through enough of this craziness. We decided to start the show a little bit early today because there's just so much
Getting
going
dark
on.
and they're getting sleepy.
Yeah, and
He's getting old.
I'm getting very, very old. So
Getting close to his bedtime.
I'm going to tell you guys, we're looking to probably do the hours a little bit differently as well with a new hour change. It's really kind of weird here. It's 7 o'clock and it's like pitch freaking black outside, so there's nobody in this damn shopping center. Not in case you want to try to rob me, because if you try to rob me, there's bullets flying out the right way at you. So there. But 9 to 6, I think we're gonna do it for the hours change. Start a little bit
The
early.
show is gonna go from
6 to 7. Yeah, 6:30, 6 to 7, something like that. So we'll advertise that. We'll again refresh that up on Saturday when we do the follow up
Don't
show.
forget to notify me because I'm an idiot.
Oh yeah, by the way, this Saturday we definitely are looking to do something from the drag strip, so we're very happy about that.
I will find a camera to bring.
I
mean, even if we have to record it and then put it up later.
He's gonna do that. So yeah, he's gonna do it. It'll be all right. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna be at the drag strip in Mooresville. I definitely want to see, hopefully, how this will translate for the next few days to come. I mean, it's a fun event that we've been looking forward to. I'm gonna have a split
I've been
day.
excited all week.
Well, I have a split day. I got you're gonna be going to the Red Buffalo. Congratulations, celebrating 2 years. Congratulations,
Okay.
Joe. God bless you, brother. Thank you. All the best to you. I'm gonna be headed to Charlotte around 6 o'clock. So
You'll be halfway there.
we'll part ways, and my partner is participating in Charlotte Fashion Week. I'm gonna be there because I'm fashionable. That's all I got.
Moral support.
Moral support.
The hat and the sweater vest gives it away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so fashion forward. It's like, hey, look at that guy. I'm like, yes,
Those fucking socks with flip flops.
Yeah, where did this guy come from? So I'm gonna be doing that, but during the day we'll be at the drag strip, and then afterwards we'll be fashionably late or something or other. Guys, any thoughts for the people at large?
No matter how the election comes out, don't lose your mind. Pray to your God, protect your family, protect yourself. Just don't be a garbage human being and go start burning shit like that. I don't care who you voted for. Just don't lose your mind.
Right.
One day at a time, and I honestly think justice will win out in the end.
Yes.
Carrie, Saturdays normally we're closed, but this coming Saturday, it's I'm gonna be with the guys.
Mooresville drag strip.
We're
Come
going
see
to
us.
the drag strip in Mooresville. We're very, very excited about that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. 12 o'clock, we have to be there by then. At 2 o'clock, the wheels are hot, which means that's when all the racing starts.
Right.
And we'll be there till 6 o'clock. So 12 to 6, we'll be at the Mooresville drag strip, and it's gonna be fun. Nighttime, I'm on my own. I mean, I can't drag these guys to that.
There's a large gathering outside the White House in Washington.
Yes.
Yeah, because
yes.
when Biden wins, they're going to try and throw Trump out immediately.
Oh Lord, God bless it. Anyways,
See, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Don't do that.
yeah,
No.
don't do that. Because then you're gonna get lots and lots of things coming at you.
Because apparently Trump said that he's not leaving peacefully or something like that. He may have
What?
been just fucking around with people when he said it.
He
He tweeted it out.
He was joking. It was a joke. We joke all the time here.
Did he say I'm not going out without a fight?
No.
Something along that lines?
No.
'Cause that's, I mean,
No,
said-
he
he
didn't
said I
say
won't-
that.
Something along the lines of that there will be.
You have to drag me out dead.
No,
okay,
I'm
thank
trying
God.
to remember it exactly. You can look it up somewhere.
Just look it up. Mike, anything for the people at large, please?
Just go about your normal day and try not to kill anybody.
Yeah, and if you ever raise your hand and anybody's got a can of Progresso, be careful because you might end up like with that thing attached to you permanently. Listen, on behalf of everybody here at Doña Noli Cigars, whichever way you vote, God bless you. Listen, doesn't matter. Remember, you are an American citizen and you have exercised the greatest right on the face of this earth, and that is your right to vote.
It was a record number of people voting.
Absolutely.
that's great. I mean,
That is a huge plus.
both sides. I mean,
Yeah.
Round of applause to all of you guys
Yes.
because of that. Round of applause. God bless you. You did that. Whatever happens, remember, you did that. If you're not happy, you get to do it again in 2
Yep.
years and then in 4.
mhm.
That's you. We're going to do it. Remember, you do it. Whatever happens, it's not on any one man. It's all on you.
Right.
Thank you. God bless you. We're about to get deuces out of here. So thank you very much. And smoke well.
Well,
Because
We
we
do.
do. Thank you very much, man. I almost forgot that part.